What good would you be to Horatio dead?
Amelia, the man is not only a scoundrel, he doesn't even have a job.
But, darling, you don't have a job either.
We all know the kooky charm of the Addams Family, Morticia's deadpan wit, Gomez's enthusiastic macabre, Wednesday's unflinching stare. It's a delightfully dark entertainment. But what happens when a behind-the-scenes moment breaks the carefully crafted spell? This scene is not edited, folks. Take another look at a blooper from the Addams Family that proves even the spookiest families cannot resist a good giggle. Join us as we explore the secret lurking beneath the surface. The beloved TV series The Addams Family has long been cherished for its quirky humor, gothic charm, and memorable characters. Fans of the show might remember an iconic blooper from the series that has sparked renewed interest and discussion. This particular scene, often thought to be a mere editing oversight or an intentional gag, actually presents something much more intriguing. The blooper in question involves a moment from one of the show's episodes. In this scene, the character of Uncle Fester, played by Jackie Coogan, is seen interacting with other members of the Addams Family in a way that defies the established tone and continuity of the show. What appears to be a lapse in the scene's coherence or a misstep in the performance has led many to believe it was a result of a mistake or a deliberate comedic insert. Was this offbeat moment a glimpse into a never-before-seen side of the Addams Family? Join us as we dissect this blooper frame by frame and reveal the surprising truth it might hold. The Addams Family. The Addams Family is an iconic fictional family created by American cartoonist Charles Addams. The family originally appeared in a series of 150 standalone single-panel comics, with about half of them being published in The New Yorker from 1938 until Addams died in 1988. The Addams Family has since become a significant part of popular culture, with various adaptations in television, film, video games, comic books, a musical, and extensive merchandise. Charles Addams introduced the Addams Family to the world through his unique single-panel cartoons. These cartoons portrayed the macabre and eccentric family in humorous and sometimes satirical scenarios. Addams's dark humor and distinct artistic style set the tone for the family's unusual charm. The characters in the original cartoons were not named until the television series adaptation, but they were already identifiable by their distinct appearances and behaviors. The Addams are an eccentric old money clan who delight in the macabre and are seemingly unaware or unconcerned that other people find them bizarre or frightening. This characteristic obliviousness to societal norms and perceptions is a key part of their charm and humor. The family members were unnamed until the 1960s, despite being well-known characters from Charles Addams' original cartoons. The Addams Family live-action television series premiered on ABC on Friday, September 18, 1964, and ran for 2 seasons. This original series became a beloved classic. The show brought Charles Addams' macabre cartoon family to life. The series was known for its dark humor, gothic aesthetic, and the unique chemistry of its cast. The success of the original series led to several subsequent adaptations and appearances. The Addams Family film cast mainly consisted of the couple and their children. Cast and setting. The family consists of Gomez and Morticia Addams, their children Wednesday and Pugsley, and close family members Uncle Fester and Grandmama. Additionally, their butler Lurch, Pugsley's pet octopus Aristotle, the dimly seen thing, Gomez's cousin It, Morticia's pet lion Kitty Cat, and Morticia's carnivorous plant Cleopatra contribute to the family's peculiar charm. Gomez Addams is the patriarch of the family. John Astin played Gomez in the original live-action television series. He is characterized by his exuberant and passionate personality. Gomez is known for his eccentric hobbies, such as practicing sword fighting, playing with model trains, and investing in bizarre business ventures. He is deeply in love with his wife Morticia, and often expresses his affection with grand romantic gestures. Gomez's energetic and carefree nature contrasts with the family's otherwise dark and somber demeanor. Morticia Addams, played by Carolyn Jones, is the elegant and mysterious matriarch of the family. She is often seen wearing long, flowing black gowns and has an ethereal beauty that captivates those around her. Morticia is calm and composed, with a wry sense of humor. She has a deep affection for her family and is particularly close to her husband, Gomez. Morticia's hobbies include gardening, particularly her carnivorous plants, and practicing the occult. Wednesday Addams, played by Lisa Loring, is the intelligent and morose daughter of Gomez and Morticia. She is known for her deadpan delivery and fascination with all things macabre. Wednesday often engages in darkly humorous activities, such as experimenting on her brother Pugsley or creating elaborate traps. Despite her gloomy demeanor, Wednesday is fiercely loyal to her family and exhibits a keen intellect that often surprises those around her. Pugsley Addams, played by Ken Weatherwax, is the chubby and good-natured son of Gomez and Morticia. He is often the subject of Wednesday's dark experiments, but remains cheerful and resilient. Pugsley enjoys building and detonating explosives, as well as engaging in other mischievous activities. His innocent demeanor contrasts with his morbid interests, adding to the family's quirky dynamic. Morticia Addams and Wednesday Addams were the first to receive names. This happened in 1962, when a licensed doll collection featuring the Addams Family was released. The names helped in marketing the dolls and provided a way for fans to identify the characters. Gomez Addams and Pugsley Addams received their names when the television series debuted in 1964. The names were selected by Charles Addams and the show's producers to align with the quirky, dark humor of the characters. Uncle Fester, played by Jackie Coogan, is Gomez's brother and a close family member. He is characterized by his bald head, sunken eyes, and eccentric behavior. Fester is known for his bizarre antics, which often involve electricity and explosives. He has a childlike enthusiasm for his hobbies and is deeply devoted to his family. Fester's peculiarities and boundless energy make him a memorable and beloved character. Grandmama, played by Blossom Rock, is the witch-like grandmother of the Addams family. She is skilled in concocting potions, casting spells, and engaging in various occult practices. Grandmama has a mischievous streak and often aids the family in their strange endeavors. Her presence adds to the family's mystique and dark humor. Lurch, played by Red Cassidy, is the towering and somber butler of the Addams family. He communicates primarily through deep monosyllabic grunts and has a menacing appearance that belies his gentle nature. Lurch is loyal and dependable, often assisting the family in their macabre activities. His imposing stature and deadpan expressions contribute to the family's eerie ambiance. Ted Cassidy also played Thing in addition to Lurch in the original live-action television series. Thing is a disembodied hand that assists the family in various tasks. Initially introduced as a dimly seen presence, Thing later became depicted as a severed hand that moves independently. Thing's dexterity and loyalty make him an invaluable member of the Addams household. He often performs mundane tasks with an eerie efficiency that adds to the family's odd charm. Cousin It, played by Felix Silla, is a diminutive relative covered entirely in hair, with only his sunglasses visible. He speaks in high-pitched gibberish that is understood by the family. Cousin It is known for his playful and mischievous personality. His unique appearance and peculiar mannerisms make him one of the most distinctive members of the Addams family. Kitty Cat is Morticia's pet lion, a regal and intimidating presence that adds to the family's macabre allure. Cleopatra is Morticia's carnivorous plant, known for its voracious appetite and aggressive behavior. Both pets are extensions of Morticia's fascination with the dark and unusual, contributing to the household's eerie atmosphere. Caitlin and Kristen Hooper shared the role of Pubert Addams in the 1993 film Addams Family Values. Pubert Addams, the infant brother of Wednesday and Pugsley, was introduced in the 1993 film Addams Family Values**. Pubert has a peculiar appearance, with a mustache resembling that of his father Gomez. Despite his young age, Pubert exhibits traits that align with the family's macabre tendencies. His introduction in the film added a new dynamic to the family, showcasing the Addams' ability to embrace and celebrate their uniqueness from a young age. James Austin is best known for his portrayal of Gomez Addams in the original 1964 live-action television series of The Addams Family. His journey to this iconic role is quite interesting. marked by an unexpected shift from his initial audition and a deepening appreciation for Charles Addams's original work. James Austen originally auditioned for the role of Lurch, the Addams family's towering and somber butler. However, he struggled to fully embody the character during his audition. Despite this, the producers saw potential in Austen and recognized that his talents might be better suited for the role of Gomez Addams. Their intuition proved correct, as Austen's energetic and charismatic portrayal of Gomez became a defining aspect of the show. Austen's connection to Charles Addams' work began during his time at Johns Hopkins University in 1952. He was an avid fan of Addams' darkly humorous cartoons and decorated his dorm room with them. This early exposure gave Austen a unique appreciation for the Addams family's blend of macabre and wit. When he joined the television series, he took a deeper look at Addams' work, understanding that the cartoons were not merely about morbid themes, but rather about subverting and burying cold, stale habits and cliches. This insight helped him bring a more nuanced and lively portrayal of the character of Gomez. As Gomez Addams, James Austen brought a dynamic and passionate energy to the role. His portrayal was characterized by his enthusiastic mannerisms, love for his family, especially his wife Morticia, and his penchant for engaging in whimsical and often bizarre activities. Austen's Gomez was both a loving husband and a charming, if slightly mad, patriarch whose eccentricities were balanced by his deep affection for his family. His performance became iconic and left a lasting impression on audiences. The chemistry between Morticia and Gomez Addams was a defining element of Asterisk, the Addams Family Asterisk television series, setting it apart from other shows of the era. Their clear attraction and romantic dynamic were revolutionary for 1960s television, which often portrayed married couples with a noticeable lack of overt affection and sexuality. The passion and playfulness between Morticia and Gomez were central to the show's appeal, adding a layer of depth and authenticity to their relationship that audiences found both refreshing and captivating. John Astin, who played Gomez, and Carolyn Jones, who played Morticia, shared a genuine attraction that translated into their performances. This real-life connection brought a palpable sense of chemistry to their on-screen interactions. The affection, flirtation, and mutual respect between Gomez and Morticia were depicted with a warmth and sincerity that was uncommon for the time. Astin recalls that their romantic dynamic was not merely an act. Despite their attraction, both actors maintained a professional relationship, ensuring that their personal feelings enhanced rather than detracted from their performances. The result was a portrayal of marital bliss that was both believable and aspirational. Astin remembers facing pushback from the networks regarding the portrayal of such a strong romantic relationship. The norms of 1960s television often dictated more subdued interactions between married couples. Despite this resistance, Astin and Jones worked diligently to infuse their characters with a grand romance. Their efforts paid off, as the love story between Gomez and Morticia became one of the most beloved aspects of the show. Astin was particularly committed to highlighting this romance, even in the show's marketing. He recounts a memorable attempt to incorporate their relationship into an advertising pitch while in Baltimore. He introduced himself as Gomez Addams, emphasizing that he and his wife Morticia were the best-adjusted couple in television. The passionate relationship between Gomez and Morticia Addams had a significant impact on television. It demonstrated that married couples could be depicted as deeply in love, affectionate, and still humorous. Their interactions were filled with playful banter, tender moments, and an undeniable physical chemistry that resonated with viewers. Carolyn Jones was the perfect choice for Morticia Addams, and she was Charles Addams' first pick for the role. When one imagines the Addams family home, the mind typically conjures images of a Gothic mansion adorned with dark, eerie decor fitting for the macabre family. However, in a surprising twist, the set for their home had fully pink walls. This choice was made to ensure that the sets appeared correctly on black and white television, as pink translated better into the necessary shades of gray than darker colors would have. The Addams Family television series was filmed in grayscale, a common practice at the time. The transition to color TV, which occurred later, did not affect the illusion created by these sets, as viewers never saw the vivid hues of the Addams home. The use of pink walls is a fascinating example of how set designers adapted to the limitations and opportunities of black and white television, ensuring that the visuals maintained their intended atmosphere. Many of the interior sets for Asterisk, the Addams Family Asterisk, came from an unexpected source: the 1964 film Asterisk, the Unsinkable Molly Brown Asterisk. This movie, which told the story of a woman who survived the Titanic disaster, had been released only a few months before Asterisk, the Addams Family Asterisk, premiered. Both the show and the film were under MGM Studios, which led to the recycling of sets to save on production costs. This reuse of sets added an extra layer of Hollywood history to the Addams Family mansion, intertwining it with another notable production. Another groundbreaking aspect of Asterisk, the Addams Family Asterisk, was its depiction of a home computer, making it the first show ever to feature such a device. The computer, known as a UNIVAC, Universal Automatic Computer, was a nod to the burgeoning era of technology. In the show, the computer was integrated into the quirky and unusual lifestyle of the Addams family, blending the macabre with the modern. This inclusion highlighted the show's ability to incorporate contemporary elements into its unique narrative, setting it apart from other series of the time. The success of Asterisk, the Addams Family Asterisk television series, was not only due to its memorable characters and witty humor, but also to the impressive work done by the effects department. Goofs and bloopers. John Astin, who played Gomez Addams, praised the team for their ability to move sets and props seamlessly between scenes. He noted, "Mostly what you didn't get to see was this stuff moving in and out during between scenes. Yeah, quite remarkable the way it was all handled." Despite their hard work, some goofs and bloopers managed to make it into the final cuts, adding a layer of charm to the show. Ted Cassidy, who portrayed Lurch, also played the disembodied hand known as Thing. Given his tall stature, Cassidy often had to bend over and hide during scenes where Thing appeared. Despite their best efforts, there are moments where a bit of Cassidy's clothes or a shoe is visible. These minor slips did not detract from the overall experience, but instead added a quirky, endearing quality to the show. Sharp-eyed viewers can occasionally spot crew members in the background. In the second episode, for example, there is a moment when Uncle Fester, played by Jackie Coogan, is climbing down a tree. During this scene, the shadow of a moving dolly mic is visible. These inadvertent glimpses behind the curtain were rare, but added to the nostalgic and unpolished charm of the series. Not all mistakes were accidental. Some were intentionally included to engage the audience. One notable example occurs in the pilot episode. The mailman approaches the Addams family's mailbox, and upon opening it, is right-handed. Later in the episode, however, he appears left-handed. This deliberate goof was a playful nod from Ted Cassidy, who provided the hands for the mailman as well as Thing. Throughout the series, Cassidy would switch hands to see if viewers noticed the inconsistency. The effects department played a crucial role in bringing the Addams family's macabre world to life. From moving sets to creating visual effects, their work was integral to maintaining the show's eerie atmosphere. John Astin's high praise highlights the seamless execution of complex scene transitions and special effects, which were often invisible to the audience. The blooper used in the show has become a topic of discussion and admiration among enthusiasts, further endearing the series to its dedicated following. There is a particular unedited scene in the show. Upon closer examination, it becomes clear that this scene was not edited out or corrected post-filming. Instead, it was intentionally left as is, revealing a deliberate choice by the show's creators. The apparent blooper is a clever piece of subversive humor that aligns with the show's offbeat and unpredictable style. The scene captures the essence of the Addams family's approach to comedy, where the unexpected and the absurd are celebrated rather than corrected. The decision to leave the scene unaltered speaks to the creative freedom and experimental nature of the show's production. The Addams Family, known for its unconventional and often surreal humor, thrived on pushing boundaries and embracing the bizarre. The unedited scene exemplifies the cast and crew's willingness to explore and showcase humor that defied traditional sitcom norms. Fans of the show, upon revisiting the scene with this new perspective, have expressed a mix of surprise and delight. Many appreciate the hidden layer of humor that reflects the show's unique personality. The Addams Family film and subsequent media adaptations have their roots in the darkly humorous world created by Charles Addams, a cartoonist for The New Yorker. How it all began. The genesis of this iconic family began with Addams's early work, which evolved into the beloved characters we know today. Charles Addams started his career at The New Yorker with a sketch of a window washer, which was published on February 6, 1932. This initial foray into cartooning laid the groundwork for his unique style, characterized by a blend of macabre humor and social satire. Media speculation often linked the character of Morticia to Charles Addams's first wife, Barbara Jean Day. This assumption was based on Morticia's Gothic beauty and mysterious allure, traits that seemed reminiscent of Day. However, Addams had not yet met Day when he created Morticia. In a 1981 interview, Addams acknowledged that Morticia embodied the qualities he was attracted to, reflecting his tastes and ideals in female companionship. This personal connection to the character influenced his relationships, with several of the women he married later in life resembling Morticia. The Addams Family characters began to take shape through various single-panel cartoons published in The New Yorker in 1938. These cartoons featured an unnamed macabre family living in a spooky mansion, engaging in bizarre and darkly humorous activities. The family members were not named until later adaptations, but their distinct personalities and appearances were already evident in Addams's drawings. Charles Addams became a regular contributor to the magazine, producing approximately 1,300 cartoons over his career, with 58 featuring the Addams Family. The majority of these were published in the 1940s and 1950s, introducing readers to the peculiar and endearing family members one by one. In the early 1960s, NBC executive David Levy was browsing a New York bookstore when he stumbled upon one of Charles Addams's books. Captivated by the dark humor and eccentric characters within, Levy immediately saw the potential for a television adaptation. He believed that the tone and unique charm of Addams's cartoons would translate well to the small screen, providing a fresh and engaging experience for TV audiences. Inspired by his discovery, Levy purchased the book and arranged to meet Charles Addams at the Plaza Hotel in New York City. During their meeting, Levy proposed the idea of adapting the Addams Family cartoons into a television series. This was not the first time Addams had been approached about bringing his characters to television, but previous offers had not come to fruition. What made Levy's proposal different was their mutual connection through the author John O'Hara, a close friend of both men. O'Hara's endorsement and their shared admiration for his work created a sense of trust and camaraderie between Addams and Levy. This connection played a crucial role in Addams' decision to consider Levy's offer more seriously than previous proposals. Charles Addams had always been protective of his creations, wary of how they might be adapted for different media. His cartoons, with their sophisticated humor and distinctive visual style, were deeply personal to him. However, the idea of working with someone who understood and appreciated his vision, as Levy did, made the prospect more appealing. With Addams's consent, Levy began the process of developing the television series. The goal was to capture the essence of the cartoons while expanding the characters and their world to fit the format of a weekly show. This required careful adaptation to maintain the humor, charm, and unique appeal that made the original cartoons so beloved. After their initial meetings, David Levy and Charles Addams established the foundation for the Addams Family television series. Addams's role was primarily focused on ensuring the integrity of his characters during these early stages. He was involved in the conceptual discussions and had the right to veto casting decisions and other significant choices. Despite this, Addams chose not to exercise his veto power, trusting the creative team to respect his vision. The production rights for the television adaptation were given to Filmways, a prominent production company known for creating popular television shows. This partnership helped to bring the Addams Family to a wider audience and provided the resources needed to produce a high-quality series. Filmways' involvement also ensured that the show would receive the necessary support and distribution to reach a broad viewership. Producer Nat Perrin played a crucial role in shaping the tone and direction of the television series. Unlike Addams' original cartoons, which often featured a darker, more sinister humor, Perrin opted for a less evil approach. He emphasized lighter, more comedic elements, making the show more accessible to a mainstream audience. This decision helped the series gain widespread popularity and allowed it to appeal to viewers of all ages. Despite the shift in tone, Perrin and the production team worked hard to maintain the unique charm and quirky appeal of Addams' characters. The humor remained clever and subversive, with the Addams family continuing to delight in the macabre while remaining blissfully unaware of their oddity. The show's writing and performances captured the essence of Addams' vision, ensuring that the spirit of the original cartoons was preserved. Producer Nat Perrin's decision to take a lighter, more comedic approach to the Addams Family television series marked a significant departure from the darker tone of Charles Addams's original cartoons. Stephen Cox, a noted chronicler of the show, described the series as more zany than spooky, emphasizing its focus on humor over horror. This approach helped the series appeal to a broad audience, making it a beloved fixture on ABC's network. Despite the show's popularity, it ran for only 2 seasons, ending on April 8, 1966. No official reason was given for the cancellation. However, Smithsonian Magazine speculated that the shift to color programming on the ABC network in the following year may have played a role. At the time, transitioning to color broadcasting was an expensive undertaking, and it is possible that the network prioritized other shows for the color upgrade. The sudden cancellation of Asterisk. The Addams Family Asterisk television series in 1966 had significant financial repercussions for Charles Addams. The show had provided a steady stream of income and widespread recognition for his work. Its abrupt end left Addams without a key source of revenue, forcing him to navigate the financial instability that followed. Barbara Barb, Addams' second wife, played a complex role in his life, particularly concerning his intellectual property rights. As a practicing lawyer, Barb had a deep understanding of legal intricacies and used this knowledge to her advantage during their marriage. Her influence over Addams' business decisions became a pivotal factor in his later financial challenges. During their marriage, Barb engaged in what has been described as diabolical legal scheming, convincing Addams to sign over the rights to future television and film adaptations of his work. This included not only the Addams Family characters but also some of his other cartoons. The legal agreements they entered into effectively stripped Addams of control over the future use of his creations, placing these valuable rights in Barb's hands. Following their divorce, Barbara Barb retained possession of the rights to the Addams Family and other cartoons. This situation left Charles Addams in a vulnerable position, unable to benefit from any future adaptations or developments involving his beloved characters. The financial and emotional toll of losing control over his creations was considerable, as these rights represented both a source of income and a deep personal connection to his work. The rights remained with Barbara Barb until 1991, a critical turning point for the Addams Family franchise. That year, Barb decided to sell the rights, facilitating the development of new adaptations, most notably the films directed by Barry Sonnenfeld. This decision was pivotal in revitalizing the Addams Family brand and introducing the characters to a new generation of fans. Following the cancellation of Asterisk, the Addams Family Asterisk television series in 1966, Charles Addams faced another significant setback. William Shawn, the then editor of Asterisk, the New Yorker Asterisk, made a decisive move to disassociate the prestigious magazine from the sitcom. Shawn, who had a specific vision for the publication, believed that aligning with a television sitcom would dilute Asterisk, the New Yorker's brand, and undermine its reputation for highbrow, sophisticated content. As a result, he prohibited any further Addams Family strips from being published in the magazine. This decision deeply affected Charles Addams. Having his work published in Asterisk, the New Yorker Asterisk had been a significant achievement and a source of pride for him. The magazine had provided a platform for his unique brand of humor and creativity, and being cut off from it was a personal and professional blow. Addams reportedly became bitter towards Asterisk, the New Yorker Asterisk, feeling that the magazine had disowned his family. This sentiment highlighted the emotional attachment he had to his creations and the impact of losing such a prestigious venue for his work. Despite these setbacks, the Addams Family franchise remained firmly embedded in popular culture. The characters and their peculiar charm continued to resonate with audiences, ensuring their place in the cultural consciousness. One of the most enduring aspects of the series was the lurch dance move, which remained popular throughout the 1960s. The character Lurch, played by Ted Cassidy, became iconic not just for his role in the series, but also for his unique dance, which was frequently imitated and celebrated. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and also click the next video shown on your screen.